Hi, welcome to today's video diary for Finding My Way with Pi, Purpose, Intention, and Emotion. I am Pi, and today I'm reflecting on the emotion of, I don't know what to call it, resolve, perhaps? Let me just describe the process that I'm in the middle of right now. So, in order to describe this process, it's like putting the puzzle pieces together, basically. But in order to describe this process, I'm going to recap briefly the process that I went through when I redid the office space with hubby. So I had essentially collected the things that spoke to me, the things that I loved. So the paint color, the light fixtures, the wall hangings, the furniture. I collected things that just, that feels right, that feels right, that feels right. After we had the paint up and the light fixtures up, then pretty much everything got assembled and put into the room. And it wasn't until then that I knew how it all fit together. And then I was able to put it all together. So if you haven't seen the new office space yet, go back and watch the video diary that is called The New Office Reveal, and you'll be able to see how all of the pieces came together. But that is my process. That's where I'm strong. I can collect different pieces and then I see how they all go together. And when the moment is right, they all click into place. It occurred to me that that is an analogy for the process that I'm going through right now in my life with pivoting from one executive leadership role into whatever my next thing is. So I have a collection of things, pieces of who I am, my strengths, my experience, my talents, my relationships, the things that call to me, so my calling. I have all of these different pieces. And the work that I'm doing right now, day to day, is figuring out how they all click into place for this particular leg of the journey in my life. And there are certain things that I'm doing that help me with this process. So if we're speaking, practically the actual steps that I'm taking, I'm working with an individual, like an executive leader career coach who that's his sweet spot. He helps executive leaders pivot from one role into the next thing. And that is helping me formulate, how now after so many years having worked in the capacity that I did, it's helping me formulate how I now go out and present myself to the world, starting with who I am and my strengths and building from there. I'm also continuing to work on finding my way with Pi. This is a personal passion project for me. It's something I wish to continue doing. I love the community that is steadily building here with Finding My Way with Pi and the meaning that it's providing both for me and hubby and my family, but also for as people reach out to me and they're sharing with me what this means to them. I just has been an experience of a lifetime and truly unexpected. And it's steadily building each day. And I feel purpose and meaning in this work. And I want to continue with that connection with people. And then my Master of Arts of Happiness studies and the learning that I'm doing there and what that will enable me to be able to do to become an even better mentor. I already mentor people, especially women, and it is a passion for me. And this education is going to help me continue to do that. And also, I'm thinking of this next phase of my life as my bridge to launch to start my PhD program. So I'm like getting on that on-ramp and will begin to do that. I got a little guy interrupting me, so you can say hi if you want to real quick. Yes, you can make mac and cheese.
Okay.
That was my son. Came in to interrupt me. What a cutie pie. Always hungry. I can't like feed him enough. He's 11 and has the biggest appetite I've ever seen. So I'm thinking of this phase of my life as launch to PhD. So, you know, I have so much that I can happily contribute in the executive leader role. I want to do that. That work really does call to me, and I know I'm strong at it, and I love the teams that I'm able to build and the people that I get to work with. So I know that I will continue to do that. And then, you know, within 5 years or so, we'll launch into PhD, and that's even beginning to gel with the work that I've been doing, the study I have in my master's program, and the work that I've been doing personally, and what I'm finding is important to me and what speaks to me. There's an element to the intersection between business and work and human flourishing. And there must be a way to build a business that is centered around human flourishing, where its goals and its mission are the long game, to continue to exist for the long run and to provide a environment where humans thrive, while also providing whatever the service is to the world that the business exists for. There are examples of this in the world. I have found some. You know, not a spokesperson for any of those companies, so I won't say the name. However, I'm very academically interested in it works for them. You know, why do other companies not do this? And clearly we know we need this in the world. There's an epidemic of burnout, an epidemic of loneliness and depression and all of these things. And I just think that business can play such a crucial role in helping to shape and cultivate an environment that lends itself to human flourishing. So I believe my PhD studies will be interconnected with that in some way. But again, puzzle pieces coming together, and we'll see what happens over the next few years. But I feel right now so centered in myself, feel more and more clear and confident each day for the direction that I'm choosing. I'm choosing my self-concordant goals. It feels right. I'm excited. And, you know, going through that transition and making that decision to leave a 20-year career, the hardest part about that was the people and the relationships. But as I'm going through this each day, it's still fresh, but as I'm going through this each day, here's the coolest part about that. Nobody takes those relationships away. Those can be lifelong relationships, and I and they will continue to connect and continue to feed them. And at the end of the day, that is the most important thing. No matter where I go, it will be about the relationships. It's about the relationships in my family. It's about the relationships with my friends. It's about the relationships built with colleagues. It always has been. Everything else revolves around that. And it's just such a neat part of being human. It really is. I bet if you stop and think about it, you can think of one relationship, at least in your life, that if you stop and think about that person, it brings a smile to your face, it adds meaning to your life, and just adds this deeper quality, right? That feels good. It's the relationships. It's pretty cool. So, all right, that's what I'm thinking about. I guess just to sum it up, call it putting the puzzle pieces together. I do enjoy a good puzzle. I'm good at puzzles. I like them. I find them calming. Feels good to be in that space. Thank you for being with me on this journey. I am so glad that you're here, and I hope it helps you too. I will see you tomorrow. Bye.